Runs in over number 4. Janakpur bowls are up and running, 30 for no loss.
विदेश घुमघामको फन एनसेल रोमिङले थप्छ छन् बेस्ट रोमिङ प्याक्स रु 100 देखि सुरु डाउनलोड एनसेल एप नाउ or dial *123#.
सुजल डेयरी को उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Bowls are 30 for no loss in the first 4, and for the first time in this match we'll be seeing spin from the far end. It's going to be Abhishesh against two very experienced batters in the middle. Left arm orthodox. So many left arm spinners in this part of the world, Shri.
He's making his NPL debut today, Abhishesh Gautam. All the best, young man. Looks a confident young man on screen. And he's replacing Dinesh Adhikari, who was a medium pace bowler. So looking forward to see the young man in action, bowling in power play, never easy.
This is high. There's a fielder position just for that, but he'll turn spectator. He's got plenty of willow on that one, Anil Shah. He's taking his chances, and the bowls are accumulating the Siddharth Bank sixes with consummate ease in the middle.
That's six number 158. And the second six for Anil Kumar Shah. It's not that bad a delivery from the young left-arm spinner. The short side of the ground. And Anil Kumar Shah has targeted that short side really well. That's good, smart batting, but the youngster should not be overawed. Good comeback. I like that from Abhishesh Gautam. Good maturity. He's bowling to a senior pro who's taken him on the first ball, but he's shown good ability to come back. Abhishesh Gautam, I like him. Good action.
Yeah, just following the batter, but that's a very good strike. That's another six for Anil Kumar Shah. His third, bowls fourth, and this over is turning out to be a six-hitting fest at the moment. Baptism by fire here for the youngster Abhishesh.
Yeah, that's inexperience. Anil Kumar Shah playing around with the mind of the bowler. He's backing away so that he wants the bowler to follow him, and then he can open up that big leg, small leg side boundary. Abhishesh Gautam falling to the bait. That's good batting from Anil Kumar Shah, but the youngster should not get unfazed by what his senior pro is doing. 42 for no loss.
He did get a wonderful 50 against the Yaks and missed out with the Avengers, but today it's looking so good. 25 of 18 out of 42. This partnership just growing in confidence. The feel for Abhishesh. He's been under the cosh very early. 12 runs off his first 3 deliveries, but comebacks are a necessity in any sport. We've seen that with so many spinners in this tournament. Hit for a 6 and they've come back to take a wicket. Much better, slow through the air, giving it some flight, inviting the batter into the shot.
Don't get fooled by his analysis. 12 of 4 balls, he's a good bowler, Abhishesh Gautam. That's beautifully bowled. That was slow, a bit of turn. Yeah, Shah knows probably that he's a good bowler. He's attacking him early. That is again beautifully bowled. Buys. Nothing going right for the Lions. The old problems come to haunt them again. That was exceptionally well bowled, but the keeper was not able to collect it. Extras coming into play. Look at that for flight. And we've rarely seen a left-arm spinner spin it so much and beat the outside. That's very, very good bowling from the young man, but the old problems continuing to haunt the Lions.
Too good a delivery not to fetch a wicket there. He's bowled well. Early days for him. This one with the arm. He's come back well. He's been a little unlucky. But he's been up against two very fine batters in the middle. A wonderful contest loading here. We're done with over number 5. It's 47 for no loss.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है
जनताको विश्वास जित्न सफल उत्कृष्ट डाक्टरहरू अत्याधुनिक प्रविधि हेलिप्याड सहितको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरको स्वास्थ्य सेवा Hams Hospital
Himstar for a complete home.
What a flying start from the joint top of the table. Janakpur bolts. Two of Nepal's best batters putting on an absolute show in very tricky early morning conditions. Irsad bin Safar. He's going to come into the attack. And ex-Canadian captain, was captain as recently as this year, he is someone that I think the Lumbini Lions need a lot more from. He's a highly experienced campaigner, good bowler, good batter. It's a good diving stop, will keep it to a single. As I wish a good morning to HD Ackerman, he's not been at his best thus far for the Lions.
No, all the bowlers have struggled really. I do think they were a little bit unlucky in that opening over from Simmons. There was an outside edge that was put down and then an inside edge that shaved the off stump and ran away for 4. Things could have been a little bit different, but he has an opportunity. Who wants it? Take it. He has offered more. He's given them their first.
Just as we were discussing it, he stood up for the Lions. Trick for Asif here is he's trying to come across the ball, looking for the slog sweep into the larger side, and it just comes straight off the top edge. Maybe just a hint of turn. And although it went a long way up, Bibek Yadav makes the catch look awfully easy. Asif Sheikh sparkled briefly, but he has to go for 16. It's 48 for 1. Here's someone who's having a very good tournament, Lihiru Malantha. He's actually been holding on to the gloves as well, ahead of the two national team keepers, Anil San, Asif Sheikh. And I think he's loving every second here in Nepal from what we can gather. The man from Sri Lanka, who now plies his trade in the United States of America. Many American fans will be wondering, why can't he get a go in the national team? Stylish player, very, very fine ball striker. It's a good start to the tournament. Sad bin Safar will have played quite a lot of minor league cricket with him. These two will know each other well. He's hiding it away. The key here is the short side, isn't it, for the left-hander? Let's get another look at the wicket.
You heard the captains at the toss say that the early morning surface here just holds a little bit while there's some moisture in it. Now there's some bounce.
Yeah, you can just see that Sheikh has not really got on top of that little bit of bounce and turn. Good catch, well judged, Bibek Yadav. Good couple of days for him. Big hit. Well, maybe one of the biggest we can remember, gone miles, because that's the larger side and put down in the crowd. 50's up inside the power play. Anil Shah in great nick. It's 55 for 1.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Himstar for a complete home.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs se buzekosa, your way of quality living.
DHI happier home. Today sahay.
It's the end of the power play. 5 fielders now allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Some relief for Rohit Kumar Paudel, the captain of the Lions, as Durganath Subedi with the umpire cam on his wide brim hat. Signals the end of the power play. Interesting call this. Bibek Yadav, who has been very, very expensive. In fact, he's the very top of the economy rate charts thus far, going at 14 runs per over. He's batted brilliantly. Actually had a chat with Monty Desai last night about this young man. No, he's a bits and pieces bowler, but I see him as such a good ball striker. I'd love to see him in the national T20 team as a batter and a batter alone. The reason why, HD, the national team has so many bowling options. They almost have too many. Kushal Malik can bowl left arm spin. Kushal Bertel has a magnificent strike rate. We've seen Rohit Paudel's off breaks. They don't need him to bowl if he's in the T20 side. Maybe he can show, although he starts with a wide here, that he is a good bowling option too.
This was absolutely clattered. Brave, just lost a wicket and then taking on the long side. But when you're in form and you're confident, why not? Talk about all those bowlers. If I'm not mistaken, is it the Avengers who always end up bowling 7, 8?
Pal just last month said it. In the best part of 5,000 one-day internationals now in the history of the game, they joined an exclusive list of teams that have bowled 9 bowlers in an ODI. Quite remarkable. I think it was only done 8 times. That was the 8th time in history. It's a great thing to have flexibility and have options and have bowlers who can bat. I think the only one who didn't bowl was Anil Shah. Now, ironically, he had bowled in a couple of warm-up games. Bowls little off breaks too. Chance. Think he's going to be home. Fielders aren't overly interested, and the umpire isn't going to send it up either. So Anil Shah must have safely got there.
We always just hold our breath when there's a direct hit. But he is safely home. Yeah, I must admit, I've always been a believer when selecting a team is I don't believe bits and I don't mean disrespect in any way to a player for this, but I don't believe bits and pieces players win you the game. In other words, someone who can bowl a little bit and someone who can bat a little bit. I think you've got to have a specialist skill. In other words, I make this team as a batter and maybe I can bowl a little bit, which helps you. Or I make this team as a bowler, and the fact that I can bat a little bit is a bonus. But to have someone that just bowls a little bit, bats a little bit, I don't think they win you matches. The other thing about having so many bowling options is that the responsibility factor. Someone else will do it rather than I will do it.
Yeah, fully agree with the point, but I'd also counter it in terms of, I think if you go in with 5 out-and-out bowlers and don't have that flexibility for 6, particularly a 6, forget about a 7th option, but particularly a 6th option. We saw that cost the Lions earlier in that chase of 190. We were all calling out for Rohit Paudel to bowl an over or 2 so that he didn't have to go to Bibek Yadav for that 4th and final. I think you need to have, in the modern game, it's rare that one of the 5 bowlers doesn't kind of get taken apart or get taken a liking to or have an off day. You need to have that 6th option if you can. Ideally, a 7th is a luxury. Top edge, now straight up, but I think it's going to land safely. Anil Sah's had a few little moments of fortune and kind of just sums up the Lions tournament. They can't get those little things to go their way.
Yeah, these things happen when you're struggling as a unit. It just doesn't go to hand. I'm by no means suggesting that you only pick 5 bowlers. But if you look at the great all-rounders, when you think of the likes of the Ben Stokes, the Jacques Callis of the world, the Richard Hadleys, the Sobers, I mean the Bothams, one of their skills, they're the best of that. Into the 7th, 60 for 1.
Yogo solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs ले बुझेको छ. Your way of quality living.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश. यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
बैंकिङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स. यसमा पोइन्ट छ. सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
That's the leading run scorers chart there. See Janakpur bolts right up at the top of it. It is Rohit Paudel, it is the 6th bowler now into the attack. I thought he was the pick of the bowlers yesterday. I think it was 4 overs, 1 for 22. And with the left-hander at the crease, definitely a good option. The only problem is, it's the shorter side. It's a 57-metre leg side boundary. That's going to make it tricky, isn't it, for Paudel bowling to the left-hander?
Yeah, but I do think that that's why he's brought himself on. I think he's hooked Zafar because he's worried about that the left-arm spinner bowling to Malanta to that short boundary.
A handy option with the ball, always gives it a tweak, gives it some turn, and then I suppose when he's bowling to the right-hander, he's got all that protection of the larger side.
I just hope, as you mentioned, Zafar is the wicket taker, and he is one of the most experienced players within the side. I hope they don't go to that old matchup story and don't bowl him at all.
Now, you mentioned, HD, in the pre-game show that this man's been in pretty good touch. This was his 62, coming off 42 against Karnali. He's got a wonderful personal story. He really does. The sacrifice his family has made to allow him to chase his dreams through his mid-20s, to get back into the international reckoning is quite something. That one angles down, and that was 62 unbeaten earlier in the tournament, and he started well here. It's 66 for 1.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Vivo. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
They've been really good. They've played 3, they've won 3. The Lions have been the polar opposite. Played 3, lost 3. That'll be a wide. That's swung.
Around the wicket, trying to angle that in and then just sort of shaped away. It's a big wide. If that is what he's going to try and do, it's rather dangerous with the short third inside the 30-yard circle and the backward point.
Same again. Another wide. Just in terms of assessing where we're at right now in this competition, HD, you would have to think that the Lions must win today. If they lose, are they gone? Maybe not mathematically.
Just such a big ask to say to your side, well, you've got 3 left and you've got to win all 3 and you've got to win them well.
We've also seen some interesting news overnight as they'll get back for the second. I think even a direct hit would have got him home, but we saw the Sudar Pashim Royals announce bolster to their squad. You see this often now, don't you, in franchise cricket? Replacement players come in. Rohan Mustafa, we believe, has gone home for some personal reasons, and in comes Dilpreet Bajwa, the Canadian. He either opens the batting bats at 3, can do both roles, and he made a century in the GT20. I know you were out covering that there this year, and that was the only century of the tournament in some pretty tricky conditions in Brampton. So they've bolstered their stocks, and might hear of a player or 2 more coming into the mix. Is this where the franchises start to go, hold on, we've got to find a way to get into the playoffs?
Yeah, normally those are the teams that make the changes, so the ones that are struggling, but the Royals are right near the top. But yesterday they went in with just the 3 overseas players, so it's not a foregone conclusion that Dilpreet will arrive here and walk straight into the starting 11.
Absolutely isn't. I think he's got in, and he should be available for today, as a misfield is going to cost 4. Not too sure about this tactic here from Bibek. It's been exploited by Malantha.
With this sort of field, you expect your bowler to bowl around the wicket and attack the stumps to try and prevent the left-hander, or to not provide the left-hander with any room. But he's sort of shaping it away from the left-hander, and with the field of the backward point and the short third, there's too many areas here where boundaries can be found for Malantha.
And of all people, it's Tom Moore, who's highly experienced, who's provided the misfield costs at least 3, if not 4 runs. Other surprise for me, keep going back to this discussion about matchups. No Surya Tamang yet. Now, oh, in fact, Surya Tamang's been left out. Apologies. I thought he's bowled really well. That for me isn't necessarily the right call. He's had at least 2, if not 3, catches dropped off his bowling. I think if you look at his raw numbers, maybe not the strongest. Another misfield. Well, the wheels are coming off a touch here. And even Rohit Powdell, who's a little bit like MS Dhoni, he's usually captain cool, starting to get frustrated with his team.
It's the one thing that has stood out for me in the field since arriving here is the number of fumbles. And more often than not, when someone goes at it with one hand, there they do go with 2, but I think they get in each other's way. But quite often, this is good running. This is lovely running. Good cricket. Very aware that that is the long side of the ground. And so just a little nudge away on the leg side, and they set off.
And up at this altitude, Malantha breathing some heavy breaths. About 1,450 meters up we are here, above sea level. Even in the base of the Kathmandu Valley, but it's perfectly weighted. You're spot on. And look at the anger with which I think it's Durgesh Gupta throws this, because he's just been given a bit of a talking to by his captain for not allowing him to do the fielding. There's definitely been some continued miscommunication amongst some of the teams. I'm going to think of 2 more here, but Malantha is happy just to keep the strike. It's not the greatest over. 14 have come from it. Bolt's in full control. 80 for one.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
Again, it won't be mathematically certain of a top four finish, but all but guaranteed a playoff spot if they win today. They'll have played for, they'll have won for, they'll be the first team to get to 8 points. Particularly with a good net run rate. It's Powdell, just a wonderful piece of fielding off his own bowling. They're not going to run the second. That's good spirit of cricket from the Hiru Malantha because it's deflected off his bat.
Amazing that players choose not to run in that occasion, but if that ball goes to the boundary, it's 5. You would wonder if that's something that needs to be looked at. It cost someone a World Cup.
I was just about to say, we don't have any Kiwi voices up here in the commentary box, but if my old pal Scott Starris was here, he would remind you that it didn't cost them the World Cup. They didn't lose the World Cup, they tied it. I always ask him, well, why didn't they lift the trophy at the end of it then? That was truly maybe the most remarkable day of cricket.
And hard to believe that at the same time that that remarkable game was going on, that arguably one of the great Wimbledon tennis finals of all time between Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal was going on. I was a gibbering mess with my remote control.
It was a remarkable day. I'm sure people won't care too much. I was actually commentating that day on Ireland versus Zimbabwe up in Breedy in the northwest of Ireland. Whilst doing the post-match presentation, the Super Over was going on. Nobody was watching that and everyone was roaring about who was winning the World Cup final. This is helped around the corner. Won't quite get to the rope. Good diving stop. Always going to be 2 there, so that's all he had to do. Gets a high five from his teammate.
So you didn't think that you were delivering one of the great post-match presentations of all time?
I can absolutely assure you that I wasn't. Remember, Gary Wilson, who can be surly at the best of times, he was captain at that point, and he was just like, will you get on with it, Lenny? Yeah, good diving stop there in the deep. That was Abhishesh Gautam. Bowled his first over in the tournament there, went for 13, and there was 4 byes in that over too. It's another good partnership. The Bolts really look to have every base covered.
With Neesham to come, they are extremely well placed. Halfway mark has been reached, and the Bolts, they keep moving along here. They're 87 for 1, and the players are going to have a drink.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Vivo.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Himsta for a complete home.
Vivo.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko your way of quality living.
Himsta for a complete home.
चिया होस् वा कफी होस् हरेक दिन हुनेछ सधैँ delightful सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
DHI Happier Home today sahi.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
The last one's got some moves there. Got some Janakpur fans in the house as well. Love the hot pink that they've got. She's having a fantastic time. 87 for 1 at the halfway stage. Lumbini Lions, well, it seems like the struggle continues with the ball. 6 bowlers used so far, and just the 1 wicket. It's Saad bin Zafar to have picked up the wicket of Asif up at the top. And the skipper's leading from the top. 44 off 34 for him. 1-4, 4 sixes. And Lahiru Milantha, no surprise that he's out there. 17 off 16. They have a really good batting side. They've got a really good bowling side. There's a reason why the Janakpur Bolts are sitting at the top of the table.
They look a well-oiled machine. Play everyone's role to perfection. Milantha, quite experienced cricketer. Looks so relaxed at the crease. And Anil Kumar Shah has looked apart. Good opening stand with Asif. 48 runs they put on. Then Milantha's come and controlled the middle. But familiar problems for the Lions. Still unable to get a wicket. Abhishek Gautam, good left-arm spinner. His figures doesn't suggest that how well he bowled. Look at the amount of spin that he's extracting. We saw that in the first over he bowled as well. He's got the ability to turn the ball. He's got the arm ball as well. Yeah, but good little bowler, this Abhishek Gautam. Just feel we might be in for something special from this young kid in terms of wickets.
Yeah, none for 14 so far. Anil Kumar Shah, the skipper, on 44, staring down a half century. Tries the sweep. That's a beautiful looking Happy Dent smile. Sparkling smile, fan of the match today. Thanks to our partners, Happy Dent, swept across the line. And they'll pick up a single.
He looked genuinely happy there. Nice to see smiling faces.
I think everyone who's come out here has looked genuinely happy, even when their team is not necessarily doing the best.
Without doubt. The atmosphere has been such. The Festival of the Himalayas. They call it, and they call that for a reason. Just brings people together. Oh, terrifically bowling. Terrific piece of bowling again. Yeah, he's been one of those left-arm spinners who's extracted consistent amount of turn on the surface. Look at that, good overspin. Milantha completely foxed. Look at that, that's pitched well outside off, and it's almost hitting middle and leg.
Brings out the switch hit. Again, just too good. He's been targeting the right areas, Abhishek. Bringing in that economy rate as well after an expensive first over.
Bowling beautifully. He's got a nice action and lovely arc. And he spins the ball up and over in a traditional manner.
Dragged down a little, he gets away with it. It's going to be a dot. It's the end of the 11th, 90 for 1.
Tapayko, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozo.
DHI Happier Home today sahi.
local as they can. The snow leopards are a beautiful animal, hard to find here in the mountains, elusive. They camouflage beautifully into their surrounding. Some more happy smiles. Quite incredible because it's a chilly morning. It might not look it on your screens, but it is a very chilly morning today and people are braving the cold, completely unbothered, just happy to be here.
Yeah, if anyone wants to know what a chilly morning looks like, just pan into Monali and you'll see her layered in with about 10 layers. And all the time she only talks about is how chill it's been here in Kathmandu.
Finds the gap, and this should run away for 4. Fantastic looking shot from Melantha. And finally we get another boundary. 38 runs coming off the last 30 balls.
Yeah, Melantha's looked so much in control. He's such a calming influence for the team, batting at a very pivotal position, number 3. Look at how he's bisected that gap. Point and shot third man. There's not a big gap, but he's bisected that to perfection. Got a very calm head on his shoulders. That's well bowled again from Jora. Playing for some spin. It's a bit of panic, but it's all well that ends well.
Could have been a little bit of trouble there in the middle. Both batters, yes, no, eventually. As you said, all's well that ends well.
It was a bit full to be playing back, according to me. Melantha, talking about calmness, was also slightly lazy on that occasion with his footwork.
Oh, this has popped up. It's gone straight up in the air. And this is going to be the second wicket. The Lions finally starting to get some more wickets. And it's a big one. It's the skipper, Anil Kumar Saha, just 5 runs away from his half-century. He's played so well thus far. It's the end of his innings, though.
Where has Sandeep Jora been so far? He's hardly bowled in the tournament. He looks apart. Good piece of bowling, round the wicket, across the right-hander. Playing across the line, Anil Kumar Saha. The leading edge, comfortably taken at extra cover. The left-arm spin, Abhishek Gautam and Sandeep Jora definitely look wicket-taking options through the middle. Anil Kumar Saha gone for 45 and it's 95 for 2, the bowl.
Picturesque as ever here in Kathmandu. We've got the hills, we've got the rivers, and it's Harsh Thakur. He's had a decent Nepal Premier League so far. Poor batter. Turn again.
Another one of Mulali's boys who cheers for Canadian, Harsh Thakur. Good player, good cricketer. Look at that for spin. Oh, it's a bit of a swipe. Just a single.
Yeah, he is a Canadian, off the mark as well with that single. Plays a pivotal role in the Canadian side. As we take a look at this wicket, it's a bottom edge, a little too early through that, and a really good catch in the end. Didn't need to move much.
Piece of bowling. It had a bit of flight, it had a bit of drift. The ball just went with the arm rather than spinning back, creating some doubts here. Jora, and it's a good passage of play for the Lions. Jora and left-arm spinner bowling in partnership. 12 overs gone, 97 for 2.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
Thanks to our drone, we're able to get these incredible images of the scenery here. Coming to you live from the UT Cricket Stadium, where the ground staff have done a phenomenal job with the square and with the outfield. And all the organizers making sure everything around this venue is lined up and ready for the entertainment. We're going to go down to Andrew Leonard, who's got the coach of the Bulls, Pupadu Dasanayake.
Yes, many thanks, Manali. I do have Pupadu Dasanayake alongside me, who is at the most brilliant start to this tournament. Firstly, great to see you back in Nepal. It's a part of the world you love.
Yeah, of course. I always enjoy Nepal, and crowd is great, atmosphere is great, and a lot of credit for NPL, like having this tournament. It's great atmosphere.
Tell me about, I suppose, the evolution of this squad for you, how it's come about, how you've kind of gone about picking your players, the draft process, and the overseas guys too.
Yeah, no, I think we had a good plan even before the draft, and I think we got the few best local players, and from there we worked out for the foreign players. I think right now I'm very happy. We have a very good balanced side. But it's still nothing, we cannot relax at any given time. It's a good start, but tournament is just.
Well, you've just picked up another wicket as well, coach. You're going to throw it upstairs.
This is going to be a big wicket. It's both set batters who are now back in the pavilion. Hiro Milantha, who was supposed to be there to anchor, has just been stumped of a really good delivery.
I can't speak highly enough of this left-arm spinner. Abhishesh Gautam, to me, he's the pick of all the left-arm spinners I've seen, just because of his ability to spin the ball. He's beaten a good player like Lahiru Milantha in flight. 24 he's made. Lahiru Milantha, it's 99 for 3.
Janakpur Bulls, who were cruising at one moment, are now 99 for 3. It's Jimmy Neesham who walks out to the middle, strike rate of 200. And we know he can hit a long ball. Coming at a crucial time as well. Two new batters out in the middle.
That was center, yeah. Yeah, that's center.
We're going to go back down to Andrew Leonard, who's got Pupadu Dasanayake with him.
Yeah, sorry about that, Pupadu, just losing a wicket right in the middle of it. Jimmy Neesham to the crease, let me ask you about him. He must have had a big impact on your team.
Yeah, no, he's big actually, it's not only about batting and bowling. His experience is great. He's a great guy, sharing his experience and keep the group together. And he's actually the game changer for us in the middle, where he can, take the game into any level.
What about this tournament as a whole so far? You've played 3, you've won 3, but you actually hadn't batted first until this morning. In a funny way, is it a good toss to lose for the tournament going forward for you? Test your batters in those difficult early conditions?
Yeah, I really don't mind to the bat first today. Just want to check the wicket and see how our batting order handles the morning sessions. So I'm happy how things goes, and even still the wicket is hard, and Anil and Asif gave us a great start, so cannot ask for better.
Well, Poopadoo, we're going to have to love you and leave you because another wicket has fallen. Get back to your team. Thanks for talking to us.
Well, this seems to be a bit of a brain fade moment for the Bolts. They've just lost yet another wicket. It's Harsh Thakur this time. Tried to get it in the gap with this shot. He's just holed out to the fielder at point.
Yeah, where have they been? Jora and Abhishesh. I told you they're wicket-taking options in the middle overs, and that's exactly what they're proving to be. And this is really not the best of batting from Harsh Thakur. Not the best shot he would have played in his life. Gone for one, and it's 100 for 4.
Three quick wickets, and the Bulls find themselves in slightly unfamiliar territory. We're going to see Kansarkar coming out to the middle. Again, it's a new batter out of the middle. We haven't seen much of this middle order, and they haven't had to come out because the top order has been very strong for the Bolts.
Babu, Mindas Balis.
Going to get off the mark. But that run rate now takes a bit of a hit, doesn't it, Sriram?
Yeah, most definitely. Wickets are the best way to control the run rate, and terrific piece of bowling. Not the best shot Harsh Thakur would have played. Got himself into a tangle. No position to execute that reverse sweep. Comfortable catch. And Abhishesh Gautam is turning this game on its head. 13 runs in his first over he conceded, but he's now 2 for 17. That's another one. Another one bites the dust. This is terrific bowling. Again deceiving a very experienced Jimmy Neesham in the air. He's got 2 left-handers. What a big moment in this game. And what a bowler we're seeing.
He's just picked up 3 wickets in this over, Abhishesh. What a delivery this is. It spun, completely deceived Jimmy Neesham, and all that experience was no good here. The bails have come off excellent behind the stumps, and it's another one that bites the dust. Jimmy Neesham's gone for 1. It's 101 for 5 at the end of 13.
ब्याङ्किङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्कले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neocool solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsle बुझेको छ, your way of quality living.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है।
Dominated every game they've played. And as we heard in the interview with Andrew Leonard and Pupudi Dasanaik, it's the first time that they're batting first, and that too in the morning game where the conditions are difficult with the bat. Could this be the day the Lions actually pick up a win?
Yeah, I'll be surprised if they don't take advantage of the situation they are in here. They've really got the wickets that they needed. It's been an inspired selection to get Abhishesh Gautam in. Sandeep Jora hadn't bowled a lot. And these two look a good, formidable pair. Look at him. We talk about left-handers being good matchups. Milantha, Thakur. And then the big wicket of Neesham, who said left-arm spinners can't bowl to left-handers. Just ask Abhishesh Gautam how easy it is. Milantha and Nisham, two big left-handed wickets. But it's been an inspired selection, I must say, Monali. He's turned the game on its head, but he's looked a very, very good bowler. That's all.
Yeah, he's on debut, which begs the question, why have the Lions not brought him on earlier? If he can bowl as well as he has today, he should have been playing from game number 1.
Can't agree with you more, because what I'm seeing is something special. A left-arm spinner who can go up and over, can spin the ball. He's got a good action too. And Johra has been a good foil from the other end. He's more of a batter, Sandeep Johra, but he's more than handy off spin. And they're forming a good partnership through these middle overs. 95 for 1 they were at one stage. And suddenly they're 103 for 5. And there is a spring in the stride of the Lumbini Lions, who were just going through the motions.
Yeah, from 95 for 2 to 101 for 5. Pitched up, this is drilled down the ground. He does well. Slides, gets the foot out when he needs to. And a bit of a cheeky smile. Saves the boundary.
A good piece of fielding. They're actually 95 for 1. 95 was when the second wicket fell. And then now they're 105 for 5. 101 was when the 5th wicket fell. So absolute magical period of play for the Lumbini Lions, brought about by none other than Abhishek Gautam and the off-spinner Sandeep Johra. They needed wickets, and that's exactly what they've got.
Oh, this has come in. That has nipped back very sharply. He might have just been saved by the bounce.
Yeah, the wicket's playing its tricks now. It's created enough doubts in the head of the batter. Johra is getting one to slide on, one spinning sharply in. Yeah, it's not an easy time to bat for Kansakar. Shubh Kansakar batting in his first game.
Worked into the leg side, the called for 2. And they're lightning quick. Maybe needed a better throw. It's going to be 2 to end 14th. 107 for 5.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9 hash.
Coming left arm over to you.
Despite the wickets, he's a happy man. Janakpur Bulls have come out in numbers today. Their supporters want to try and see their team continue the winning streak. But it's Abhishek who's coming in for his final. Driven nicely and they pick up a single.
He's not been afraid to throw it up, Abhishek Gautam. And he's got the ability to spin the ball, which is a huge plus. Mohammad Mohsin will need to use all his experience. It's just the final over for Abhishek Sharma. Ubudu said, I don't mind batting first, but I wonder if he'll say the same now. Beautiful arm ball. You know that he can flight one, get the one to spin, but this one came in with the arm. That's a single finger arm ball that he bowls. Oh, he's got it all, Abhishek Gautam. Look at that, good release. Yeah, he's got the tricks.
They're not going to mind the singles, the Lions.
Look at that for release. That was the arm ball. The single finger. Look at the seam pointing towards fine leg. That's very, very good bowling from the young lad.
Gives it some air and it's miscued. Now 21 deliveries since the last boundary. Coming to a critical phase as well with the last 5 overs.
3 for 20. He gave 13 in his first over, went for 2 sixes from the blade of Anil Kumar Shah. But how well has he bounced back? Not afraid to throw it up to the left-hander. That's good bowling again. Yeah, 22 balls now without a boundary. Janakpur bowls. Yeah, this is not familiar territory for them. The middle order has been untested. Yeah, Fubudu would not mind this. Just a middle order getting a hit in the middle. Do they have the depth to get them to a good total?
Under edge again. It's now 15 gone, 110 for 5.
Tapayko, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozo.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himstar for a complete home.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
A bit of a slide here for Janakpur bowls. First 6 overs they did well. And the next 6 they lost 4 wickets for 50 odd runs. Surface is helping the spinners. That odd ball is turning a mile. And fair to say, finger spinners from both ends are making an impact. HD Ackerman alongside me. Good morning, HD.
A bit of a slide. A bit of a slide. They've fallen in a heap here. Oh, good shout. Good shout and given. I thought the other one was close, but this is deemed even closer. And the skipper gets one. They're in trouble here, the Bolts.
The bowls are sensing blood here. And this is a very good passage of play for them. The spinners have come and just changed things around. Rohit Paudel for the Lions here. And they're right on top of this game. 6 wickets back in the dugout. 95 for 1 at one stage. 110 for 6. And the Lions have certainly been on the prowl this morning. It's 110 for 6. Mohsin departs for 3. Yeah, the Lions are sensing blood here. At that, it's been a collapse. 95 for 1, 110 for 6. Sher Malla getting a game. The pressure's back on the bowls. They've not dropped a game so far. They're batting first for the first time in this competition. Another appeal. I wonder what's going on in the middle for the bowls. They're just playing some very, very ordinary shots in the middle.
I mean, this is first delivery. That was the wicket. There's a good shot. There's a good shot. And another one goes. They're all over the place. The Lions are running rampant.
The Lions are roaring in the middle. It's the captain from the front taking charge. 2 wickets in this over. 2 LBWs. And he's been on target this morning. What a passage of play for the Lions. They've had a very ordinary start. They've lost their first 3. It's a must win. And they're putting up a show this morning at the Tribhuvan University International Stadium. Sher Malla walks in and walks out in 2 deliveries. It's 110 for 7. It's been a procession in the middle. Look at that for the fall of wickets. Janakpur bowls have been a shadow of themselves to what they've displayed in the first 3 games. Hemant Dhami walks out. Certainly the spinners have made merry this morning. Abhishesh Gautam 3 for 20. Paudel 2 for 12. Johra 1 for 13. Zafar 1 for 8.
I think Padel's done so well though, because Zafar bowled just the 1 over and then he brought himself on from the correct end, and then Abhishesh from the other. He's manipulated his bowlers extremely well. 1-1-1 for 7.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Sport is in our DNA.
Tapaico, Asli Energy, Red Bull, Asli Nerozo. Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs, your way of quality living.
The Janakpur bowls have lost the last 6 wickets for 15 runs in the middle. Been a massive collapse there for a side that has displayed a lot of conviction in their batting in the first 3 games. HT, you did mention during the break. Look at that for turn. They won all their 3 games, chasing 8 wickets, 7 wickets. For the first time, they're batting first now in this campaign.
Wow. Hit that. That's bowled at a decent clip. It just bites, it turns, but it's the bounce. You can't nick that.
And Arjun South behind the stumps has been impressive. Yes, initially he was a little off color, but he's come back well for the spinners. Not an easy surface to keep wickets in.
Yeah, no real turn for either of these from Rohit Padel. That just goes straight on, clatters into the shin bone. That'll be a wide. Yeah, first time they're batting first, but also the first time for a number of them walking to the wicket because they've won so convincingly. It's just the top order that's batted, and the top order didn't do too badly. They were 2 for 95 and then 3 down for 99, and then the new men start walking to the wicket. Never played out here, don't know what the surface plays like, and the next minute 113 for 7.
Yeah, they've just not been able to find the ropes. 34 deliveries since the last boundary. We're talking of as many as 6 overs. In the last 30 deliveries, only 17 runs and 5 wickets. Problems well compounded in the middle here for the bowls. Something very new for them. They've been dominating proceedings. 17 gone. It's 113 for 7.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI happier home. छुट्टै छ है।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Globally trusted hair transplant expert, Foliderm.
Lions have been very, very tidy and disciplined, and they continue to do so. Paudel into his 4th over, brilliant figures, 2 for 13.
It was said at the toss that batting first in the morning has proved to be difficult. The moisture in the surface, it's just held. Fortunate that they'll take every single run because they're like gold at the moment. Some are turning, some aren't turning. Surely the bolts just say, well, hang on, if we can get around the 140 mark somehow, we'll put tremendous pressure on the Lions because they have to win.
And after having them at 114 for 7, you really don't want to let them off the hook now if you're from Lumbini Lions. Yeah, moves in the crease. Has he got the distance on this one? Yes, he has. He had to manufacture a shot. That element of risk was there, but it reaps the reward as well. That's a very fine hit. That's a Siddharth Bank maximum from the bat of Kansakar.
They needed this. They were desperate for this. Gee, that's a clean strike.
They're just going with the turn. Made it all the more easier. They got to change lanes quickly and they'll steal a single. Yeah.
I think Podell needs a little bit more support from his outfielders there. That was hit straight to the man at backward point. And they got through for that single far too easily. You're on top now. Squeeze if you're inside that inner ring.
That's more like it. Captain setting the example. Don't give easy runs. 7 bowlers used, but it's the spinners who made an impact. All wickets going to spinners this morning. Yeah, just adjusted his shot at the very end. Nicely bowled. He's bowled well, captain. Well done. 2 for 22 in his 4.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Tapayko Asli Energy Red Bull Asli Nerozon.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
At 95 for 1, and then all of a sudden the ball started doing a bit, and it created some doubt in the batter's mind, and some wonderful spin bowling by Abhishek Gautam. 3 for 20 for him in his 4 as the spinners came and completely turned things around in favor of the Lions. Zafar as well extracting a lot of turn and bounce on the surface, which has assisted the finger spinners.
I'm a little bit surprised here about the change of bowling. Simmons has got 2 left. Yeah, so he'll only bowl the 1. Now I just wonder whether Podell's going to bowl Zafar from the other side to bowl the final, because the left arm spin against the right-handers. The ball has turned square.
Don't be surprised if the off-cutters have been dished out by Simmons here. He'll rely a lot on that in this 19th over. Slow off-cutters, change-ups. Yeah, just take the pace off the ball.
I think Podell's he's a little nervous about the short side of the ground. It's only around 57 meters away to the right-hander's leg side, and that might be the reason why he's hooked Zafar, in that the feeling is that it's just a miss hit towards that mid-wicket boundary. But if he does bowl the final over, well, it's a fairly long hit against the spin. I know Durgesh has got one, he's got a couple of overs under his belt that he can bowl. I'm not sure Bibek will bowl. So the decision is whether it will be seam or spin to bowl that last over.
Yeah, just overcompensating there. And as a captain, it's so important to read and pick conditions and situations and use your best men for the available resources that you have, HD.
Yes, and it's brave to bowl spin. I understand that. Very brave. Very seldom do you see teams bowl a spinner for the last 2 overs of a T20 contest.
He's got plenty of willow on this one. It's the sound of leather hitting willow that convinces everybody that that's a home run. That's a very fine strike. Kansakar playing a cameo over here, and it's turning out to be a very good one at this stage of the game for the Bulls.
If your eyes were closed when this ball was delivered, I promise you, you knew the result. That was like a gunshot.
That went a long way back. He picked the length, picked the pace, picked the slow one very early. Getting too predictable here is Simmons. Already 8 runs in the 2 deliveries. It's a game about momentum. It's a game about fractions. This one's wrapped on the pads, but that's outside the line, a little high as well maybe. But this was a quicker delivery.
And very difficult in the 19th over for a left armour to trap a right-hander LBW. Because there's no swing on offer, and more often than not it pitches outside the leg stump, and if it does pitch in line, more than likely missing off stump.
That's more like it. Keep it simple. But otherwise, it's been a good partnership. 20 of 20 at a time when wickets fell in a heap in the middle. Everything from here on will just add to that tally.
Need bat on ball. Dot balls is not the thing you're after right now. Don't swing aimlessly. There are areas of the ground that can be targeted. That short side away to the leg.
Firmly struck. Get a single. He's looked good in the short stay of his Kansakar.
Been a vital innings. Yes, run a ball, 21 of 21, but they would have got bowled out if he hadn't played this innings. Now they would be very disappointed if they didn't walk away with 140 plus. Now there's just 7 balls remaining, but surely 140 plus is on the cards.
And the surface is certainly asking some questions when a spinner is in operation. Yeah, gets an inside edge. 4 more. 13 runs of over number 19. It's been a good one. Some good shots, a bit of luck as well, but they all count. It's 135 for 7. We are into the final over.
Pond Superlight Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Sport is in our DNA.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
बैंकिङ सेक्टरमा पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स। यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
25 runs as Zafar comes on to bowl the final over of this innings. And actually, as you rightly pointed out, it's about the angles that's playing on the mind of the captain at the moment that has prompted him to use him from the com box end and not the far end where he extracted more turn.
I said to you, it's a brave decision to bowl a spinner in either of the last 2 overs. And Rohit Podell here has done a great thing, I believe. He said to Zafar, I'm going to bowl you from the commentary box end because it's a longer hit for the right-handers to their leg side. But you just got to get the ball in the right area.
2 dots.
If he gets it too full, Kansakar will swing down the ground or toward the leg side. If anything, he wants to be slightly shorter, not too full.
Nicely bowled. Oh, they're coming back for the second, sent back. And they'll have to settle for 1. Good fielding.
I think the Bolts will be hoping that this turn remains for their innings. Think of Rashbanji, think of Mosan.
And I'll tell you what, they all in the dugout will be seeing this and really feeling very good about it, because this chase is going to get interesting now. You miss, I hit. This time with the arm playing across the line, Dhami departs. And the ploy of having Zafar in the final over has worked.
Lovely bit of bowling. But the captain needs to be commended. The bravery to bowl the left arm spin in the final over. It's a gutsy play, it's the right play, and it's working a treat here for the Lions.
Another good outing for Zafar with the ball. He's got 2. Dhami has to depart for 9. 8th wicket gone here for the Bolts. They're 136 on the board. Right into the final delivery. He's bowled well, Zafar. And this has been a good bowling effort by the Lions. This after they won the toss. Yeah, this will be another wicket. It's going to be a run out. They've done exceedingly well, the Lions bowling first. And this first innings finishes for Janakpur Bolts, with the batters accumulating 136 runs for 9 wickets in their 20 overs. And what a final over it's been. Just the 1 run and 2 wickets coming off it. Captain Paudel has got everything right this morning, right from the toss.
A peculiar stroke for the final delivery of an innings. Just a little backward defence, back to the bowler. And that's the final wicket. But definitely an innings of 2 halves. The first 10 overs. Their spinners.
Yeah, it's in the middle overs that the Bolts received a couple of jolts, because it was the spinners making merry on the surface that was helping a lot of turn. They go back to the dugout a lot more confident, the momentum on their side, a feel-good factor as well creeping into the dugout for what has been a very fine bowling effort. Yeah, it was a good start. Anil Kumar Shah once again showing that he's one of the form batters in the tournament. Asif missed out, but Lahiru and Anil at the halfway stage had taken Janakpur to a position of strength, and after that everything fell apart for the Janakpur Bolts. Shubh Kansakar played a gem of an innings, 22 of 24 to take them close to 140, but by the end of it Lumbini Lions had come back into this game and had taken complete control of it.
Really good at the top. Anil and Asif continue their good opening stand with another partnership of 48, and then Malanta, who's been in such good form, joined Anil for a partnership of 47, and then it just fell away as the Lions realized that this pitch was going to take excessive turn and the spinners started to dominate.
Well, they were batting first for the very first time here, the Janakpur Bolts, but the Lumbini Lions, the Pacers did go for some runs, but the manner in which the spinners pulled things off. Debutant Abhishesh Gautam went for 13 runs in his first over, but came back to finish with figures of 3 for 20 in his 4. He's been the pick of the bowlers. 2 for 11 for Saad Zafar, bowled the final over to get a wicket and give only 1 run. And then you had Rohit Paudel in the middle overs taking 2 for 22, ably supported by Sandeep Johra. It's been a lovely day out here for the Lions this morning, particularly the spinners.
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
DHI happier home छुट्टै छ है
फसे नि हेर बाहिर यसरी भित्र जान त गाह्रो छ भयो नि हाले इजी
तर यो जित्ती दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा लगानी किन गर्ने आफ्नो बच्चाको उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि आनन्दसँग रिटायरमेन्ट बिताउनको लागि आफ्नो सपनाको घर बनाउनको लागि लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनको लागि त्यसैले सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी मा हरेक महिना सानो सानो लगानी गरी लङ टर्ममा धेरै फाइदा पाउनुहोस् सिद्धार्थ एसआईपी
भाइ दुईटा चिसो रेड बुल गर्दिनु यार
भाइ रेड बुल
के दिएको यो रेड बुल भनेपछि रेड बुलले चाहिन्छ
Red Bull. असली नेरोजा
Vivo.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आएको रकम वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती
And the winner of Miss Nepal World 2023 is Miss DHI Sricha Pradhan.
नमस्कार म मिस नेपाल र मिस DHI सृचा प्रधान मेरो यो जितको खुसीमा मलाई साथ दिने DHI ले हजुरहरूको घरमा पनि धेरै खुसी ल्याउनेछ Wishing you all a happier home.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
NPL Live को unlimited excitement तपाईकै हातमा catch the live stream highlights NPL packs free tickets games and more from NPL with Ncell app download Ncell app now
Himsta for a complete home.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9 hash.
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल
Himsta for a complete home.
Neoco world-class range का solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys र gas hobs ले तपाईं र तपाईंको घरको पूर्ण रूपमा केयर गर्छ किनकि नियोले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
तिमीलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ
मङ्गलदीप पूजा अगरबत्ती
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश
Himsta for a complete home.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9 hash.
Himsta for a complete home.
I dare to express myself freely. I dare to aim with precision. I dare to explore new paths, fueled by ambition and unshakable focus. I dare to imagine a world where innovation isn't just a concept, but a reality. I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस्, खुलेर जिउनुस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौं।
सुजल डेरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
Globally trusted hair transplant expert. Polyderm.
NPL Live Go Unlimited Excitement तपाईकै हातमा. Catch the live stream, highlights, NPL packs, free tickets, games and more from NPL with Ncell app. Download Ncell app now.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ।
तिमलाई गुलाब साह्रै मन पर्छ है अनि चन्दनको सुगन्धले मनलाई शान्त र पवित्र बनाउँछ।
मङ्गलदीप गुलाब चन्दन पूजा अगरबत्ती।
Somebody that everyone is pleased to see back in Nepal playing his grade cricket down in Australia. He's desperate to get going, aren't we all? 4 wickets already. Keep your eyes on him. He'll start from the Chobar end of the ground. We're all set for the chase. 137 to win. A bit of movement in as I welcome Manali Patel to the commentary box alongside me. Manali, good morning to you. Chillier today. What do you make of this chase? Who's it going to be?
Good morning, Lily. Yeah, it is going to be an interesting game. A bit chilly as well this morning, but I just feel like the Bolts have been so strong in this tournament so far, and they've been good with bat and ball. I feel like their bowlers might just have it in them to defend this low total.
Maybe a bit of deja vu to yesterday afternoon's game in terms of the way that the Bratnagar Kings couldn't get over the line. They only needed 131.
Yeah, and we tend to see that, don't we, with low-scoring affairs. You think that you've got all the time in the world because there aren't a lot of runs on the board, and then you start to lose wickets, a few dot balls here and there, thinking you have time to afford, and then you get yourself into very tricky positions. The Lions have struggled with bat and ball. They picked up wickets today. They've done decently well with the ball. And now it's their job to try and finish this off with the bat. The bat has seen some flourishes from skipper Rohit Paudel, Tom Moores, but really there's been nothing much else in that batting lineup.
Yeah, they do have those finishing heroics of Bibek Yadav. He was, I know it was in a losing cause, it was almost a bit overshadowed, wasn't it? But 77 not outs, 7 sixes. If they get behind the rate, he's there to maybe apply the finishing touches, but you're spot on. It may all be about Rohit Paudel yet again. He's right up there in the run-scoring charts for a reason. I thought he captained that first innings outstandingly well. He was brave, he rotated his bowlers, and once he saw the back of Malantha in particular, they just fell away like a pack of cards collapsing.
And the ball's being tested for the first time in tricky batting conditions. Thought that there are some holes in that batting lineup, especially against a decent bowling lineup. An inside edge, and he's going to get off the mark, Ashutosh, with a single. We had a decent chat with Pupuru Dasanaike. By decent, I mean 2 questions and 3 wickets in there.
Not sure Pupudu's going to be inviting me back, and I don't know how many drinks I owe him now back at the team hotel this evening, because everything was looking so good. I appeared, and the opposite of an Irish Lucky Charm, an Irish Jonah I was for him. And they collapsed in a heap. I'm sorry, Pupudu. Please accept my apologies, sir.
But he's such a planner, very experienced coach. Another inside edge. And we say that about him. The reason he's so successful over the years is he's got plan A, he's got plan B, and he's got plan C. He knows how to get the combinations right with his batters, his bowlers. And always in full control, calm and composed.
He's about the most humble man you'll ever meet. Is Pupuru Dasanaike, played internationally for both Sri Lanka and Canada. He's been known as the associate maestro for a reason. Such a fine coach, such a fine human. It's all about creating a culture, as this one's going to run away for 4. I think it's come off the shoulder, because we've seen a change in keeper, haven't we? Harry Malanta's had the gloves for the first 3 games. They've been given now to Asif Sheikh, and that'll be 4 byes to round out the first over. Let's hope Asif's okay. It's 6 for none.
Sport is in our DNA.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Because of the quality of this army of left-arm spinners here. And he's been at his best. Look at that average and economy rate. 7 wickets in just 4 games. Often bowling very difficult overs up at the top. Somebody works incredibly hard. Managed 2 stints in the gym this trip. Both times after 9 o'clock, he was still down there working hard on his fitness. So often beats the inside edge, but this pitch might be a bit different. Just get a look at this. Asif Sheikh, a change of the gloves today. Not an easy one to manage.
He really took that flush. Went down, got a bit of an extra bounce. And right off the shoulder. That might have a bruise the next day. You mentioned the fitness. I mean, that's been one of the most impressive things for me, even when they were in Canada, this Nepal side. Missing the outside edge again. He looks really uncomfortable out there.
We're only in the second over the chase. You already see why this is not going to be a formality. You think they're ahead the Lions at the halfway stage. Of course you do, with 136 on the board, but this could be a scrap. And that required run rate. Okay, right now it's just a fraction over 7 per over. That could spiral, because Reg Banshee's going to be economical. Mohamed Mohsin, he has been the most frugal bowler in the tournament. The leg spinner, I've been so impressed by him. Now, how is this missed? The end result in the scorebook is probably going to be a couple of byes, but it easily could have been the first wicket. Nobody got anything on it, and Asif Sheikh has started like the ball is a hotcake. He can't get anything on it.
This one has turned, and it surprised absolutely everyone. Batter, keeper. In fact, the fielders they've done really well to stop it from going for a boundary.
In the air and over the head to the shorter side. Definitely intentionally played over the heads of those fielders, and that's going to be the first Super 4 powered by Ncell 4G. It's 12 for none.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
NPL Live को unlimited excitement तपाईकै हातमा। Catch the live stream, highlights, NPL packs, free tickets, games and more from NPL with Ncell app. Download Ncell app now.
Himsta for a complete home.
The working week as Arjun Said goes through the covers for what will probably be a couple. They'll think of 3 because it's the larger side. They won't go for it. Maybe the right call. Anil Sah's the one putting in the hard yards out there, the skipper.
It was driven well, but we are using one of the furthest tracks away from that offside boundary. Typically the outfield gets a bit quicker as the day progresses, a little bit slower in the morning.
Mahato was so good last year in that Cricket World Cup qualifier, particularly against Ireland. Came within touching distance of a first win over a full member. Now Manali, this is the first year of this Nepal Premier League, and players were selected through a draft. 3 of those players were late additions to the draft at the request of the franchises. This man, Lumbini Lions, said, we've seen him in local cricket, we want him into the draft. They drafted him as a Category C player. He's come in to replace a national team player who played against Canada earlier in the year. And what a call. I know Pupulu Dasanayake won't have been happy with some of the batting efforts there, but what a call from Nandan Fadnis to get him into the team, replace Surya Tamang, and then respond with 3 wickets. Another great story. There's been so many narratives, hasn't there? We've seen the 16-year-old star getting out Martin Guptill yesterday. I'll tell you one thing, the depth of left-arm spin bowling here, it's almost ludicrous, isn't it, in Nepal?
Buddy, according to your knowledge, how many players do you think are in and about that age group where they're contenders for coming to the high-performance setup here?
Let's just talk about the left-arm spinners first. Could be as many as 15 left-arm spinners genuinely within a couple of good performances of getting into the mix. There's so many. Great credit to Nandan Fadnis. Played 3, lost 3. He's made a big call, hasn't he? He's left out a national team player in Surya Tamang, who I don't think's bowled badly. And the replacement comes in and is the star of the show with the ball. Very calm, very level-headed guy. 2 other players drafted with those late additions at the request of the franchises. Dinesh Karel, how well did he do for Pokhara? This is whipped away to the shorter side, 4 runs.
Finishes the over in style as well. 3 gone, it's 22 for none.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobsले बुझेको छ your way of quality living.
अब सिद्धार्थ बैंकको कार्ड प्रयोग गरी खरिद गर्दा मोबाइल बैंकिङबाट टप अप गर्दा रिवार्ड पोइन्ट अर्न गर्नुहोस्। सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स, यसमा पोइन्ट छ। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ।
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
Exceptional. Good stuff too from Mahato as Rajbanchi's going to continue into the 4th over of the chase here. It was at this stage yesterday that the Kings started to lose wickets. You don't need to attack, do you? You just need to keep those wickets in hand.
Yeah, if they can just get a bit of bat on the ball, though, that would really help their cause. This has gone straight up in the air. Calls for catch it. And that's going to be the first wicket. You talk about not needing the big shots. The issue is they can barely get bat on ball at the moment. And this time the edge results in a wicket.
Almost right on cue. More deja vu from yesterday afternoon. Rajbanshi goes joint top of the table in the wicket-taking charts. Simple catch. Harsh Thacker is never going to put that one down, and the trademark celebration every time. The big finger, the little finger, and the thumb go to the sky. One of the changes doesn't work. Gayuri is gone for 8. It's 22 for 1. Great joy in the crowd. Not quite the same numbers as yesterday, but a lot of them who have come in today on this Sunday morning, the first day of the working week, have come to see this man. So popular. Kind of hard to separate a few of the national team players in terms of popularity. Dipender Singh Ari, the Tiger, Rohit Paudel, Sandeep Lamachane. I think Anil Saz becoming a real fan favourite too for his personal journey and story. Asif Sheikh in shot there, the Spirit of Cricket Award winner, ICC. Close catching cover in place and a slip too. Aggressive captaincy. The outside edge beaten. Slightly soft dismissal this one potentially.
Oh, he really didn't look comfortable through the entire innings that he was out there. 14 deliveries, there was lots of near misses. Hesitant on footwork as well. This is swept away. He will get off the mark, the skipper, Rohit Paudel.
Proudly joint top of the table in the wicket-taking charts, and rightly so is Lalit Rajbanshi now. Sohail Tanvir in the mix, but look at this. Bipin Sharma, 16 years young, name-checked by Shikhar Dhawan live on air. 2 deliveries later, Martin Guptill back in the hutch next to Sharma's name. There are so many great stories in this league already, and we're only in game day number 8. Completely different Rajbanshi today, isn't it? Always challenging the inside edge up to today. Now he's ragging them square.
Yeah, but it's been the case for most of the spinners today. There's a lot of turn on this pitch. And again, just missing that outside edge. It's a dot to end the second. Correction, the fourth. 23 for 1.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Globally trusted hair transplant expert, Foliderm.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
Toughest. Overall, they're having to play 6 of their games in 8 days. Remember, they were the last team to come in to action. Then they finally get a day off, and their last match will be against the Yaks as Jimmy Neesham comes into the attack. Low score today for him. The New Zealander will be looking to make amends with his all-round skills now with the ball.
into the 5th over, 24 runs on the board. They've lost 1 wicket. Ashutosh back in the pavilion. He never looked comfortable. The skipper's been part of the run getters, but it's those dot balls. They're starting to get lots and lots of dot balls early in this innings.
Better from Arjun Saud. I know it's a dot, but he's just starting to get into better shapes. He is a good player, just looks a little shy of confidence.
The only fear that I have for the Lions is when the dots start to build up, that required run rate starts to jump up. And the Lions haven't had the best outing with the bat. They haven't held their nerve really well, in fact, in any of the games that they've played. So when that equation is going to get out of hand, that's when we're going to start to see those mistakes. You really need to try and still pick up those singles and those doubles, work the gaps. Don't take the risk shots on, but still work the field.
Freshly shaven Jimmy Neesham there, isn't it? This one's edged away for what will be a single. Good piece of fielding down at deep 3rd.
Yeah, the moustache is gone.
Yeah, I think it was Jimmy Neesham and Chris Hull both partaking in Movember. We're into December now, so he's been down to that barber that I was at last night, and he's had a good shave. Only a couple hundred rupees, you get a great job done, I'll tell you.
Right, you said you were going for a haircut yesterday.
I said head shave.
No, you definitely said haircut.
I said head shave.
And then I had to correct you.
We speak different languages, even though they're both Englishmen, Ali. Outstanding. That's Powdle at his best. He runs at Neesham. He says, I don't care about your reputation. I'm going to go at you. And gets his first boundary.
This is confidence from the skipper. Down the track and pulled away. And with that, it's 4 education kits for school children for every 4 that is scored. And that's powered by the Ensel Foundation. Scoring runs and growing cricket locally.
Everyone's a winner every time the boundary gets hit. No doubt about that. Great running. We all talk about Dipender Singh Uri. He's not the only one here in Nepal who pushes the envelope. Powdle superbly quick between the wickets. Kushal Bertel too. Anil Sasif Sheikh, no slouches. Look at this. Even had to run around Neesham twice and still gets home.
Yeah, they're quick, they're fit. Very impressive athletes. I love how low to the ground they are when they're, whether it's fielding, running, the center of gravity stays nice and low, always on the prowl. It's going to be a single to end the 5th. It's 32 for 1.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Watch NPL on the go on Ensel app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ensel app now or dial *123*9#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
With their start, but I tell you what, there is a long way to go here. Just looking at how the surface is behaving, Shri, it looks as though it's a spinner's paradise this morning.
Yeah, Rajavanshi and the keeper were just playing games. The batsman was just standing in the middle, watching it go past. Couldn't even put bat on ball when Rajavanshi was bowling. It's a tricky chase, this for sure.
Now the introduction of the leg spinner, Mohammad Mohsin, who's been mightily impressive over the course of the first week or so of this competition. Rohit Podell is going to be key in this run chase. He went after Neesham.
It's probably the right thing to do. If you're bowling pace, that's the best time to actually take on the bowling. It's another wrong one.
Confident in that shot. Missing leg stump.
Definitely sliding down. He started off his spell with 2 wrong uns. Mohammad Mohsin, he should enjoy this surface. There's enough there for him. Slip in place.
It's gone fine. Work to be done, work to be done. Too much.
The leg bye is given, but the Lions will take it. In whichever fashion the runs come, they'll take it, because every run is going to be vital. The wicket's not that easy to bat on. Drifting down leg again. Just off the thigh pad. Wanted to work it around the corner, Powdell. Didn't get a bat on it. Still got what he wanted. 4 runs.
Bunchi has bowled his 2 overs, 1 for 5. Mohsin into his first. There's still Harsh Thakur with his off spinners, so a number of overs will be bowled by spin. Normally what starts to happen as the sun comes out and the heat arrives at this lovely ground here in Kathmandu is the pitch starts to play a little bit better. All the teams like to win the toss in the morning game, and without hesitation they bowl first.
Yeah, just speaking to the groundsman this morning, and he said he put a little bit of sprinkling of water last night, and he didn't do that yesterday, and we saw the ball turn in the afternoon. He wanted to keep the surface together. 37 for 1 after power play.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम
वेलकम टु आइमी पे वालेट आइमी पे भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट
Sport is in our DNA.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
And today again, when we were expecting that there would be limited crowd for the morning game, well, they were wrong, because the local Nepalese have arrived once more in support of their competition, and it is theirs.
Totally theirs. There was a slow start to the morning, but they've drifted in from everywhere. So great to see the enthusiasm and support that this tournament has had. And it's great for the young Nepali cricketers. Rohit Paudel, the national team captain, in action today.
Sweeps hard, sweeps well. He is critical to this run chase.
It's a good way to counter spin, play that sweep shot, and he's played that shot well. Got really low with his hands. A good extension of the arms, and he's hit that hard, just behind square. And that's a good gap as well. There's a gap between deep mid-wicket and deep square leg that prompted a change in field. There's almost 2 square legs now. There's a huge gap at mid-wicket. They've left that open for the slog sweep.
That hits him on the helmet. Leg buys.
It was a predetermined sweep shot. He'll take runs in whichever way they come. Yeah, it's gone off the shoulder, I think. Or a bit of the helmet as well.
They just called for medical staff. They just do a they do a concussion protocol. Yeah, we can have a giggle about it, but it is a very serious thing that happens. But Rohit Patel just staggered before the medical man arrived, and there he's having a little bit of a laugh about it. But this has become integral to the game of cricket now. Every time a ball does strike a batter or even a fielder on the helmet, medical staff have to be called, and there is a concussion protocol that is followed. But he's 100%, which is fantastic. So we'll get things underway once more. Rajbanji's changed ends here, which does that surprise you with the amount of turn that he was getting from the commentary box end?
Absolutely, but I think Mohammad Mohsin wanted to bowl into a bigger leg side boundary. Rajbanshi can still afford to bowl to the leg side boundary, which is short, but I think Mohsin would have wanted to bowl into a bigger boundary. I can't think of any other reason.
Oh, big shot. Every time someone sweeps and misses, there's an appeal, a confident appeal, but so difficult for an umpire on a turning pitch.
Extremely difficult. He's walked in, swept that. It's a premeditated shot, and this is a good contest between the country's premier left-arm spinner and the captain of the national team. Rajbanshi versus Paudel.
He's only tried the fine sweep once in the over and got clattered on the helmet. I wonder if it's not far away, because there's no one at short 45 on the leg side.
He's not giving him too much pace to work with as well. He's a clever bowler, Rajbanshi.
Must be a single.
Asking rate still hovering around the 7 mark. It's a tricky chase, this. It's not going to be a straightforward one. As we can see it, the wicket's not the easiest to bat on. He's a bit in it for the spin.
The single for the Lions. Important that Rajbanshi doesn't get on the board with a wicket in that over. The Lions 45 for 1.
आफ्ना हरेक चिन्ताहरू अब हामीलाई छोडिदिनुस्। तपाईको भोलिको भरपर्दो साथी सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौं।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha, your way of quality living.
I think that that's manageable, but there is some spin out here on offer. Bolts who've produced some real good performances over the course of the competition so far, led by their spinners. Now they go to off break. Sherimala, no harsh Thacker.
We used this wicket on day 2. The Gurkhas played the Rhinos in the morning. The Gurkhas scored 111 for 9 and the Rhinos chased it down 114 for 5 after 17.1. So 135 in that context is a good score. But do the bowls have it to defend?
And not as much pressure on the Bolts, is there? You know, they've won 3 from 3, so surely in the back of the Lions' mind, the batters are the desperation to win can have an effect.
Surely, especially Paudel, he's got a lot to prove, a lot at stake with this game, must win nearly.
Wise decision.
Not very sure what Malla's bowling. It's not off breaks. It's a bit of straight breaks to me. Front of the hand. We haven't seen much of spin for Malla yet. Arjun saw 10 of 13.
The man that's going to do the fielding, Harsh Thacker, the Canadian, he has been used and very effective as an off-spinner.
Yeah, he's bowled well, Harsh Thacker. He got the big wicket of Shikhar Dhawan in the game against the Yaks. That's a wicket he'll talk about a lot. Milantha not keeping wickets today. Usually he's the man who dons the gloves for the bowls in the field.
Thank you, sir.
Got it through. Got it through. Valuable boundary. They might have to reassess. Has this bowling change been the correct one?
A bit of straight breaks, nothing from the finger, just front of the hand. Good shot this from Arjun Saud. The best part is he bisected the point and shot third man. It was a nothing sort of delivery. Good shot from Saud. Very valuable boundary, yes.
I think that's a better pace. The ball that went for 4 was very, very flat.
And made good use of that pace that was provided. This time slightly slower. Good line. Better length as well. 8 overs gone, 54 for 1.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
म त पैसा लिन्छु आइमी पेमा चाहियो के र खर्च गर्न सजिलो कार्डबाटै किन्छु म लिन्छु म ब्याज पनि पाइन्छ हो विदेशबाट आको रकम
Welcome to IME Pay Wallet. IME Pay भए चाहियो के छ सबै सेट.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
That have even been defended. So all types of T20 cricket on show.
Yeah, Rohit Paudel using the sweep shot to good effect. Gets really low when playing the sweep shot, doesn't he?
Oh, good hand. Very, very good hand. Well, he's been in good form as the Nepal captain.
It was a terrific innings. It was all class, all timing. And used the long handle to good effect as well. Yeah, Mohsin from the far end this time, bowling into a shortish leg side boundary. As Paudel, that was a very good innings. 95 of 59, still ended up on the losing side because House got a brilliant 100 chasing.
Yeah, 95. And Andries Gous ended up getting the first 100 of the NPL, and they chased it down. None down, the Avengers. The Lions haven't been poor with bat in hand. It's with the ball that they've struggled. So surely now the batting part doesn't let them down in what just needs to be managed well, this run chase.
Good word that you used, HD. Managed well. Yeah, you got to keep a good head on your shoulder. Play the percentage shots. Top edge, safe. The field is set for the sweep shot, but it's lucky to get away with that top edge. 59 for 1 after 9.
Coffee
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
DHI happier home.
Shri, I just want to ask you about the managing of a run chase. Do teams, when batting second, do they talk about crossing the line in the 20th over or in the 19th over? What do they talk about?
Different people approach it differently. Like Dhoni likes to take it deep. He likes to target someone in the 17th or 18th over, or sometime even in the 20th over. He knows if it's the right matchup. But somebody like Virat, he doesn't believe in taking it to the very end. He'd want to finish it off, kill the game early. So he would target someone who he thinks he can take them on in the 13th or 14th over and sort of bring that asking rate to manageable levels. So he's a believer that you should never allow the asking rate to go past 10 and 11. That's when you're struggling with the run chase. As long as you can keep it under 10 and 11, he feels that you're always in the game.
Very easy, and some players love to set targets. Other players actually prefer to chase targets. While we're talking about chasing, it'd be difficult to chase that, the Omoda car, because it's the fastest growing brand in the world, Omoda and Jaku. Long range SUV. It's got all of 430 kilometers in that battery.
We've just had it for one day. I really hope we get to see more of it. It's looking so stylish, and it was very comfortable sitting inside. A nice color too, that dark blue.
I don't think we would need to use all 430 kilometers of that battery to see the sights and sounds. Oh, yes, please. Well, we thought it was insignificant off spin. It doesn't matter. He's made a significant breakthrough.
That looked like a bit of a carom ball to me. Sher Malla got that one to straighten from nowhere. Arjun South was playing down the wrong line. He's playing for the off spinner. That went straight on. Probably went the other way a little bit. Yeah, a bit of a carom ball. Terrific delivery from Sher Malla. Oh, he's given an important breakthrough. 64 for 2 after 10, and it's drinks.
तर यो जित्ती दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जित्ती दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Fresh. Freshness that bonds.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
Himsta for a complete home.
Light Super Light Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Himsta for a complete home.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल।
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality.
Ravi Chandran Astron-esque from Shermala. As Mohammed Mohsin continues along his economical way. It's impossible to hit him for a boundary. This from Shermala, one of the changes, the only change for the Bolts today. Ball of the tournament.
Completely bamboozled. Arjun saw it. Playing down the wrong line, the ball just moving ever so slightly away from him and through the gates.
Maybe a bit of the Ronaldo as well, didn't he? What do they call that? The C celebration or something. I don't know how you do the Ronaldo and then tell the whole crowd to shush. There's a combo. One or the other, please. Shermala, don't give us both. It's confusing. Not just me, confusing the crowd.
Imran Tahir, his celebration is also based on Cristiano Ronaldo's celebration. That's because his son is a big fan of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Does Imran Tahir not just keep running till no one can catch him? He just runs and runs and runs and loses his mind.
And then he finishes it off with that, though. Could we get some crowd shots at some point?
Slog sweep. Really good stroke, but equalled by a wonderful piece of fielding from Lalit Rajbanshi. And a direct hit, outstanding. He's known as maybe the weakest fielder in the national squad. And look at that. Marvellous piece of work. We are going to go upstairs. I think Moores is safely home. But I think he's gone up. I think he's safe. I think it'll be 2 runs, but he wants to check.
Can't wait, won't wait. Sunfeast Dark Fantasy.
Bat's grounded there. And he's safely home. That's an NPE umpire decision. And that should say not out very soon. 68 for 2 after 11.
Dish Home, Khushiको connection.
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring.
Shermala to continue. Looks up and about and in the game. The other similarity to Sunil Narayan, the plain shirt fully out. Narayan always does that. Well below the waist. Whoever you're supporting, nervy times here. The Bolts and the Lions. This is a big game in the context of the playoff picture, isn't it?
Worked away for a single, and something tells me this is going to be a tight contest. 67 off 52. They've still got plenty of wickets in hand. These two batters we know can bat and can bat long. That required rate just a little under 8 runs and over.
Tickled around the corner. Nice little bit of touch from Tom Moores. It's going to challenge the rope, but it's going to cannon into it. Lions for me, big favourites right now, in control. They have to break the losing habit. They've got to get this win today.
Just rolling his wrists over that. A little bit of finesse. And it does eventually get to the rope.
Being favourites may count for nothing. The Kings were big favourites in the chase yesterday. And the pitch is helping the spinners. It's always double-header action here, almost throughout all of the group stages. There he is, the man, the tiger himself. Moores goes monstrous. Shorter side, yes. Put down by one of our support staff in the crowd. That required run rate's not going to matter if Moores and Powell stay together.
Well, talk about quick hands on this one. Tom Moores is onto it in a flash. Right through the line, and he teed off. Picks up 6 runs. And it's going to be a quick single to finish the 12th. Lumbini Lions 81 for 2.
Dish Home, खुशीको connection.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं.
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
Side, mentored of course by Brad Hodge there, the former Australia international. They are the early tournament favourites, there's no doubt about it. Particularly if you add into the mix the Bolts may go down to defeat here. Lions looking so good to make this points table in the inaugural MPL ever intriguing. No side by the end of this afternoon, if the Lions win, will have guaranteed qualification, and no side will be yet knocked out.
Tries to go for the sweep again. It's going to be a dot ball. 55 of 46. It's going to turn out to be quite a contest. We urge you to come down if you're able to watch this game and the next one. You can get your tickets at culty.com, our official ticketing partner. They've done a fantastic job in making sure that you can get your tickets, get them in a safe manner as well. And if you take a crowd catch, they're going to be giving you 25,000 Nepali rupees.
Just can't get anything on the sweep shot, can he? Rajbanshi's been turning them square today. He's barely turned the whole old tournament. Shows how the wearing wickets are going to be a factor as this tournament goes on. Look at this sharp, sharp turn and good glove work from Asif Sheikh. Finding his range now. They cut right off the stumps. Only one ball left for Rajbanshi.
1 for 12, and he's got 1 delivery left in his spell. Lalit Rajbanshi has been excellent so far.
Well, what a spell of bowling. Only the 1 wicket, yes, but he's only gone for 13. Joint top of the charts too in the wicket takers. Rajbanshi showing his class again. 83 for 2.
नयाँ पुस्ताका सपनाहरू थाहै नपाइकन आफ्ना सपनाहरू बनिसकेका हुन्छन्। ती सपनाहरूलाई पूरा गर्नुस्, खुलेर जिउनुस्। सानीमा रिलायन्स लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्स, खुलेर जियौं।
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश, यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी। सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश।
Neoco solar water heaters, water purifiers, chimneys, the gas hobs le buzeko cha. Your way of quality living.
DHL
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Of this morning's contest, there's Luke Benkenstein, leg spinning all-rounder from England, and Rajan Momo Cricket Shah. Nice to see Sharad Vasaker as always too. Spent more time in the commentary box with him than we've seen him on the playing field of late, but he's been doing a good job as Harsh Thacker finally comes into the attack. And one of Powdell's trademark strokes. Such a touch player, isn't he? Brilliant at deflecting and using the pace of the bowlers, whether it's the spinners or the seamers.
Yeah, good to see Harsh Thacker back, coming in for his first over so far. Surprised he hasn't come in earlier. He can be a wicket taker as well. And the conditions are perfect for the spinners today. Lot of turn on the surface.
These two are here in the 20th, the game's done. It's over. Just want to keep this partnership going. It's worth 21 off 20.
Come and get your tickets, especially if you're able to come in for the afternoon game. Kalti.com is our official ticketing partner. They've done a great job with the ticket sales. 25,000 rupees for every catch taken by a spectator as well. So you've got a bit of extra motivation to hold on to those that come into the crowd.
Haven't had one yet. Time to get one. Come on, guys. Get your practice in at home and get down onto the grass banks. Wrap your mitts around a Tom Moores or a Rohit Powdell monster. Ball is not just turning, it's starting to stop in the pitch too.
Misses the bat, misses the gloves.
Nicely tickled around the corner. Should be at least a couple. Now Powdell's so quick he'll want 3 and he'll get it easy. He knows he's going to the danger end. That's brilliant running.
He had finished a third when Tom Moores was barely taking offers. He just completed the second. He had completed his third by then.
Yeah, welcome to Nepal, Tom Moores. They do it a bit quicker than anyone in the world. Good tumbling stop, but because he fell over, Powdell was always going to exploit that. Like the way they've gone about this partnership. They've only faced 3 overs of seam in the entire innings. So Anil Shah and Asif Sheikh, Brains Trust for the bolts, are going heavy on spin. I'd love to have seen Tul Bahadur Thapa today on this pitch, but he's been left out. There's Mala that's come in for him, and even though he's got that 1 wicket with the perler of a delivery, he's been expensive, gone for 27 from his 3. This is what Powdell does so well. Now watch Powdell, he'll come in and out quickly, he'll want 2. The throw will go to Moores though, and direct hit would have been gone. Moores can't believe how fast Powdell's running, but he'll get another 2. It's 91 for 2.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Legends rise through greatness and lead with their actions. From a timeless legacy to inspiring a nation, legends choose the ball. Drive like a legend. Drive the ball.
DHI happier home. Today sahi.
Helping also to raise awareness for one of the most beautiful and rare animals anywhere in the world. It's found up here in the Himalayas. Oh, what a googly. Well, it's going to end up in a boundary, but this, it's come off the edge, is as good a wrong as you'll see. Outstanding again from Mohsen. It's going to say 4 in the book, but that doesn't tell the story.
Very unfortunate for the bowler. This is exceptionally well bowled. Just picks the edge. Deceived everyone. The keeper went the wrong way as well.
All the wrist spinners I've ever seen in the world, I was just about to say he's got to come around the wicket. I reckon he's one of the hardest to pick. People worked out Rashid Khan a little bit with the difference in grip. Mohsen so hard to pick. This is the last ball of the previous over. Was this going to be out, run out, if the direct hit could have been implemented from the 30-yard circle throw? Tickle around the corner. Going to challenge the rope. Oh, and watch Powell go. It'll be 3 more. This partnership is taking the game Lumbini's way.
I think Tom Moores needs a bit of a breather. How close would this one have been? Miles. He would have been gone by miles. Very powerful throw. Lalit Rajbanshi was not the happiest of men with that throw.
We need sleep. The double headers are stacking up. Day off tomorrow. I'm not leaving my room. You're off to see the sights of the Kathmandu Valley.
Yeah, just need a bit of a change of scenery, and I hear it's beautiful here in Nepal, so why not go be a tourist for a change?
7 UNESCO World Heritage sites here in the valley. The one I've got to recommend to you more than anything, Bhaktapur. Get up there. I have never seen a more beautifully preserved city. And they've got a trademark up there in Bhaktapur, world famous yogurt that's served in clay pots, handmade within the city.
Believe it or not, that's exactly where I'm going tomorrow. Someone yesterday at the hotel told me, actually, we had a bit of a flea market where we're staying, and one of the vendors recommended that I check out Bhaktapur.
Not picking him. Tom Moores does not know which way this is going. But if he can keep him wicketless, he's only got 1 ball left. Look at the wry smile. He has no idea that this is the wrong one. It's such skills from Mohammed Mohsen. And another very economical spell. He's been going at 4.25 to the overall tournament. It's the same again today. None for 18 for him, but the hundreds come up. And with 5 remaining, Lumbini in control, 100 for 2.
I dare to overcome every hurdle and shine like a beacon. Presidential Graduate School, where every step leads to a new adventure.
DHI Happier Home. छुट्टै छ है।
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं।
विश्वसनीय अनि वित्तीय सेवाको अर्को परिभाषा रिलायन्स फाइनान्स लिमिटेड।
जनताको विश्वास जित्न सफल उत्कृष्ट डाक्टरहरू, अत्याधुनिक प्रविधि, हेलिप्याड सहितको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय स्तरको स्वास्थ्य सेवा। Hams Hospital.
Yeah, he's a good-looking batter, Tom Moores. And this partnership is so crucial. 8 wickets in hand, 100 up, 36 to get off 29, and the Lions ahead at the moment, Andrew.
Mikhail have pulled rank. We haven't commentated yet all NPL. And I said, sorry, Shriram, wait for me for 1 over, because I've missed you, my old friend. How are you?
It's good to share the mic with you, Andrew. The last time we did that was in the ACC Premier Cup, if you remember, in Oman.
How could I forget? In Oman, Nepal wanted to get back to their second Asia Cup, consecutive Asia Cups it would be, but it wasn't to be for them. They lost the crucial matches, didn't they, when it got to semi-final stage?
Yeah, he's accessed the gaps beautifully this morning. And Rohit Paudel quite certainly is the man with the plan, taking his team home. This will be a good win if they can get across the line, and he's looking good.
My question is, across both formats, ODI and T20, is there a better batter in Nepal right now than the captain? Not just of the Lions, the captain of the country. He's a man for all seasons, whatever the occasion.
Yeah. You talk about solidity, you talk about stability, a common factor, a man who can change gears. He's got everything in his batting repertoire. There's the man. So nice to be sharing the mic with him.
I had to say, I've missed you, Mikhail, and I said no.
That's a lovely strike. Cries of catch it straight into the hands of Nisham. Just when Paudel was taking his team home, he's livid with himself. He'll have to walk back. A break here for the Poles, a much-needed wicket as Rohit departs.
It was there to be hit, wasn't it, Mikhail? Just as we say, he's the man for all seasons. He's a little bit giving it away. I think he might have been looking to go straighter, to split long off and long on, but he's ended up literally hitting it straight to the man That long off. Powdell, the skipper, has to go. Is there a twist in this contest? He's gone for 35. It's 105 for 3.
Rohit Paudel departing for 35 and 38, a very nice innings in the middle. Stitched a fine partnership as well with Moores. Just gave it away.
Innovative use of the 6 sign there, working as a little bit of a sun blocker. Credit to Harsh Thacker. Also want to give big credit to Anil Shah. Even if they lose this game, he's tried everything, hasn't he, in terms of his captaincy. Here comes Ben Cutting. I thought it might have been the hero from yesterday. 7 sixes, 77 not out in a losing effort. But instead they go to the experience, the quality, the class of the Australian. Cutting to the crease. Maybe a bit of pressure on him.
Yeah, the globe-trotting all-rounder.
Yeah, certainly they've maybe just said, okay, hold on, Cutting's been there, done that all around the world. Maybe he's the man.
Yeah, he's had a difficult 18 months, but he's come back strong. Good to see him in the middle as well, still to get off the mark. Very good over. 5 runs and the big wicket of Rohit Paudel. It's 105 for 3.
सुजल डेयरीको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन डिलाइट डेयरी व्हाइटनरले अब हरेक दिन डिलाइटफुल.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app. Unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
तर यो जिद्दी दाग यो निकाल्न इजी छ. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश. यसको 10 हातको शक्ति छ यस्तो जसले जिद्दी दाग निकाल्न गर्छ इजी. सर्फ एक्सेल इजी वाश.
Combox, Hi Shri. Yeah, work to do for the field and the deep. Bit of a misfield, and they'll come back for the second. Ben Cutting will have to put in the sprint. He's come after an 18-month injury layoff, 2 spinal surgeries, a globe-trotting all-rounder. Good to see him in the middle.
He's very experienced cricketer, Ben Cutting. Hasn't been a straightforward chase, Mikel. It's been a bit tricky. The wicket hasn't been easy to bat on. I've said that bowlers have had times when they've made the batsmen struggle and the batsmen have had to work hard, and today has been one of those days. Been consistent spin on offer. Rajbansi outstanding, 1 for 13 in his 4. Mohsin's completed, none for 18. Sher Malla into his last over. They're doing it in singles at the moment. Rohit Paudel wanted to finish it off early. Went for that big shot, aiming straight. Pulled out long off. It's now up to Ben Cutting and Tom Moores to see to that they don't have any further hiccups.
Also, Sri, if there ever was a chance for the Lions to get the runs quickly, it was in this game to boost the net run rate as well. And I'm not surprised Paudel was going for the big hits, because yes, they are languishing at the bottom of the points table, but they need to give the net run rate a facelift as well.
100%, but I'll first take the win. You first take 2 points and then think about the net run rate. Yeah, but I agree. I understand where Rohit was coming from. Again, not on a wicket like this. When it's playing tricks, when it's gripping, Ben Cutting, the huge smile says it all. Yeah, brilliant. Tribhuvan University International Cricket Stadium.
Interesting decision. Malla's not happy. That's been awarded as a wide in favor of the batting side.
Like a bit of carom balls which are gripping on the surface. That definitely was a wide. Not sure Ben Cutting knows which way it's spinning. 17 overs gone, 111 for 3.
DHI Happier Home. Today sa hai. Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Sport is in our DNA.
Himsta for a complete home.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
First time in this competition that remember they've chased on all 3 occasions previously. Anil looked very good on top, but then there was a middle order blip, and that's why they managed only 136. Abhishek, the debutant, was phenomenal, 3 for 20. Zafar and Paudel on a surface that was assisting spin made merry as well. In the chase, Paudel looked good for his 35. Moores holding fort. Oh, that's in the air and it's taken. Taka strikes. Moores departs. And I'll tell you what, we are seeing a change in momentum in this chase, and all of a sudden, it's the bowls who are making a comeback. This is a big wicket.
Think about net run rate, Mikhail. You've just got to secure those 2 points. When you've lost 3 from 3, you can't think about net run rate. That's a good catch. The bowls know how to win. They won all their 3 games, and for that reason, they're on top of the table. Tom Moores will not be happy with the shot that he played. 31 of 23. He's played a good knock though. And Thakur strikes. How valuable is that blow going to be? It's 111 for 4.
Yeah, I'm sure they're supporting the bowls at the moment, and that's why they've broken into a dance. But at the moment, as Sri rightly pointed out, are we seeing a twist in the tail? This man, he scored a brilliant 70-odd unbeaten runs in the last game in a losing cause. Hit monstrous 6s in the middle. This man can certainly give that ball a mighty tonk. Look at that strike rate, 158. But this surface is presenting a different situation. 2 new batters in the middle. All of a sudden, the bowls are sniffing an opportunity and a comeback and an opening over here. Lions, you can't do this to yourself. 26 and 17. Yeah, I'm just a bit perplexed about the shot selection in this chase by a couple of batters, Sri.
Vivek Yadav fancying the off-spinner. Big shot tried, walked into line. Didn't get connection at all. Not an easy wicket to come in and play shots straight away. What have you done, Vivek Yadav? This is another wicket. Committing Hirakiri here, the Lumbini Lions. They're not making it easy for themselves. Vivek Yadav, the first ball he faced was a hoik, and the next one tried to hit it over long on, but just skewed it. Comfortable catch for Jimmy Neesham. They're not reading the conditions very well here. And the Janakpur bowls are smelling blood. 26 still required with 15 balls. Vivek Yadav goes without troubling the scorers. It's 111 for 5. Game on here.
Well, the Lumbini Lions just don't know how to close out a game over here.
Sandeep Johra walks out. Nelson has struck twice. They've got into self-destruction mode. What looked like a straightforward chase has now become a mountain to climb. Ben Cutting at the other end, watching wickets fall. Not good signs for the Lions. They have an opening. They have a chance to come back into the mix in the points table. Oh, you don't want to run out at this stage. And Harsh Thakur, well, he's in the middle of a dream spell.
Yeah, he's got 2 in the over. And this was Vivek Yadav, the last one. The ball just slicing into the hands of long off. Easy catch for Jimmy Neesham, his second catch of the game. Yeah, Thakur's got 1 more over after this, mind you. Yeah, single brings Ben Cutting on strike. Still need 25 from 13 balls. What an over this has been. Just the 1 run conceded so far. 2 wickets. They can't make it more difficult for themselves. Who's going to bowl the ever so important 19th over? Single to finish off. Probably looking for the second. They will get it. 23 required from 12. What a game on hand.
Tapaiको असली एनर्जी Red Bull असली नै रोजौं.
Watch NPL on the go on Ncell app, unlimited YouTube and other NPL packs. Download Ncell app now or dial *123*9#.
Globally trusted hair transplant expert, Foliderm.
They'll be playing the Sudur Paschim Royals, who are right on top at the moment. Look at the net run rate as well, 3.47. Work to do for Karnali, Pokhara, Kathmandu and Viratnagar at the same time. Will need to find those wins. They managed to win only 1 encounter. There's a lot happening here. We're getting into mid-table phase of the inaugural edition of the Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League 2024.
2 wickets. The big one of Tom Moores going for a big switch hit, holding out to extra cover, and then Vivek Yadav, what was he doing? Unexplainable. Holding out to long off, coming off great form, 77 not out in the previous game. Just couldn't take his team home today. Johra on strike.
This is in the air, but it just falls short of the fielder. Slice that one, and it's over to Ben Cutting. It's all about Ben Cutting now.
Yeah, this is the over to target. Kishore Mahato will be under pressure, bowling to Ben Cutting, who's got those long levers. He's bowling round the wicket to the right-hander, and he's bowling to a big offside field. The offside is the bigger side for Ben Cutting. Third man is in. Sweeper cover and deep point are out on the boundary. Mid-wicket is in. So the line is going to be wide outside off. What's Ben Cutting got?
This is top-edged, and this is taken as well. Cutting last, only 7 deliveries for 3 runs. This has been a turnaround, and the Lions are caving in what was looking a comfortable chase. The momentum with the Janakpur bowls, and they're back in the contest.
It was such a big moment in the game, and terrific response from Kishore Mahato. The big Ben Cutting on strike, hard length outside off, looking to heave it, and the keeper takes a comfortable catch. This is a very, very big moment in the game. Ben Cutting, of whom so much was expected, has gone for 3 of 7 balls, and it's 115 for 6 now, the Lions.
Just can't believe what I'm seeing in the middle. Looking so good at one stage. The Lumbini Lions 105 for 2. They needed a runner ball from there, and they've lost wickets in a heap. Once Paudel departed, it's been a procession. Moores, Bibek and Cutting just followed suit. And Saad Zafar now comes to the middle. He can bat, he can get the winning runs. He's got loads of experience, former captain of Canada. Best of 33 in this tournament. They need 22 in 10. Yeah, you have 3 on the off inside the circle. Short third, short fine up. You have a deep backward point, deep mid-wicket. Kishore steaming in. Yeah, just takes the pace off it. Sensible bowling.
What have the Lions done to themselves? They needed 32 of 28 when Paudel was batting. And they looked in complete control of the chase because Morse and Paudel were going so very well. That's the latest casualty. Ben Cutting, that was a good delivery. Leg cutter into the pitch, going away from the hitting arc. It's brave bowling from Kishore Mahato. Yeah, well done the youngster. 21 for 9.
That's a good strike. Down the ground. Nicely fielded as well by Nisham. He'll keep it to 2. Good running. Shy the stumps, not really. Tension reaching its crescendo. They'll have to go for broke from here on, both the batters.
Yeah, that's good field placement too. You have your best fielders in the hot spots. Jimmy Neesham, can't ask for a more experienced campaigner. Totally in control of the long on boundary, saved 4. But what's good is that Jora is back on strike. Kishore Mahato, 19 of 8.
He's got stuck underneath this one, and that will go the distance. What a time to dish out a 6. This game is changing momentum and balance in quick time, and the Lions now need 13 in 7. Game on.
This is a terrific strike from Sandeep Jora. It was hard length, slow ball into the wicket, but look at that for a contact. Short leg side boundary, and he's cleared it with ease. Oh, she's not happy. We know she's not a Lions fan.
Smart, cheeky, Formo, using the depth of the crease, and Jora is taking the Lions home. This has been a spectacular over for them. 14 runs coming off it, and they now need 9 of the final 6 deliveries. It's 1-8 for 6.
Pond Super Light Gel with hyaluronic acid. 200% instant hydration. Miracles happen.
Banking sector ma पहिलो पटक सिद्धार्थ बैंकले ल्याएको छ सिद्धार्थ रिवार्ड्स यसमा पोइन्ट छ सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
इस होममा खेलको मजा छ बेग्लै हरेक खेल हेरिन्छ साथी होस् या एक्लै
डिश होम खुशीको कनेक्सन
तपाईँको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं
Harsh Thakur, 3 for 16 in his 3. Look at that for economy. Mohsin bowled too well, I felt, to not deserve a wicket. And then you had Lalit Rajbanshi as well, 1 for 13. Beat the bat on a couple of occasions. But this game is certainly lined up for a photo finish. 9 needed in the final 6. It's going to be the spin, the off-spin of Harsh Thakur in the middle. You have a left-handed batter in Saad Zafar facing first up.
That's a brave move to go with the off-spinner. I know there's spin on offer. Oh, good first ball. Saad bin Zafar hits it straight up in the air. Wicket to start off the over. What action are we getting? It's all happening here at the Tribhuvan University. The game is seesawing either way. Saad bin Zafar, experience, tried to slog one. His fellow Canadian. But here's that straight up in the air. Easy catch for the keeper. And they've lost one more wicket here. Asif Sheikh takes a comfortable catch. And they're still in the game, the bowls. 9 still required of 5 balls. Saad bin Zafar goes for 0. It's 128 for 7.
Yeah, two sections of the crowd. One, the Lumbini supporter, and the other, the Janakpur bowls. 10 faces on both sides. Anybody's game from here on. Nicely poised. Brave captaincy, giving the final over to an off-spinner. Induces the wicket up front. Durgesh on strike. 9 needed of 5. Goes for the reverse. Gets bat on it. That has enough legs to go for a 4. That equation now gets easier. 5 and 4. Durgesh plays the shot of his life. Who will emerge hero? Who will emerge victorious? We'll have to wait and watch.
What a shot from Durgesh Gupta. Just walked in. Just switched hands. Played the reverse sweep. He knew exactly what the field was. There was no shot that man. This is good thinking from Durgesh Gupta. The execution was good as well. And they've got the boundary. 5 now in 4. Yeah, this game is going topsy-turvy. Can't tell you the excitement in the ground. Over the wicket now. Another swipe across the line. Dot ball. What's happening here? 5 of 3 now.
Come on, Durgesh, you've done the job. Get Jora on strike. Twists and turns, thrills and spills, everything happening here in the middle. Yeah, smartly plays it. That's the right thing to do. It's over to Jora.
Yeah, that's good batting from Durgesh. Surely not a super over. 4 required of 2. Jora on strike. Yeah, it's excitement packed here. The crowd's enjoyed. Prayers are on. What are we in here for? What can Sandeep Jora do? The field is moving. There's a point coming in. There's no shot mid-wicket. What's Jora going to do? Round the wicket, Harsh Thakur. Can he defend 4 from 2?
Yeah, just tucks it away. Steals a quick single. Wants to come back for the second. This is going to be dangerous. This is going to be suicidal. He misses it. Has he missed it? Jora's back on strike. They need 2 in 1 now. And I feel this is a very costly miss.
Yeah, this was around for the taking. There was no 2 in that. Jora was desperate to get back on strike. Soft hands, pushed it into the leg side. Asif Sheikh after it. Throw comes in. Fielder collects. Oh, and he misses. How can you miss from that distance? It's all happening. Excitement galore. Harsh Thakur's got to bowl the last ball. The Lions need 2 to win. Definitely not a super over. Come on, Mikhail.
Where is this heading towards? Anybody's game. 2 in 1. Pressure all around. Nervous energy. Picks it. Has he found the fielder? He has! The balls prevail. Thakur emerges hero. They go on celebrating. The Lions are distraught and aghast. Elation one side, jubilation one side, and disappointment and despair for the Lions. What a turn of events. What a match. And I'll tell you what, one's moment of joy is another moment of despair. Unreal scenes over here.
Oh, what a terrific game of cricket. It was their game to lose, the Lumbini Lions. Sandeep Jora just can't believe what he's done. Top edge, carried straight to square leg. They needed 2 runs. Comfortable catch for Mahato. And Harsh Thakur has just defended 9 runs of the last over. And Janakpur bowls get their 4th win on the trot. This is a team that knows how to win. They did not give up. Defending 137, they've just restricted the Lions to 135 for 8, and they've won the game by 1 run. This is a great game of cricket, and the Lions will be distraught. They've played 3 games in 3 days, and they've lost all 3. 4 games now in total. Can't believe it, Jora. He was very cool up to that moment. And when they needed 2 of the last ball, wanted to hit it along the ground, but the top edge took it straight to deep square leg. Jora can't believe his luck. But the Bowls, they're an unbeatable side now. This should give them a lot of confidence going forward in the tournament. 4 wins from 4. They're sitting pretty top of the table. Lalit Rajabansi, terrific spell today, 1 for 13 of 4. It was spin to win for the Janakpur Bulls.
5 for 23 in his four. Harsh Thakur is the hero this morning. Bowling under pressure situations, that man, it'll be very difficult pill to swallow for Rohit Paudel and boys. In the driver's seat, eyeing their first win, in complete control of the chase, and they just threw it away. They gave it away. And the Janakpur bowls, well, they've made winning a habit. It's about momentum. They'll be delighted. Nandan Fadnise, the coach of Lumbini Lions. That Anil Saha, the captain over there. He's led from the front, got runs with the bat, made some very fine changes with the ball, took the brave decision of giving the fine lower to an off spinner. And they got 2 wickets and defended 9 runs, giving away only 7 to eke out a 2-run win.
Yeah, Paudel 35 and Tom Morse 31. They had to see the chase through, either of them. When both got out, it was a very, very daunting task for the rest of the batters. 135 for 8. They fell agonizingly short by 1 run. Rohit Paudel batted extremely